So wait, please don't judge with the way you look. Please don't try to sell this like something it's not. You're going to love him though. Nick is a sweetheart, totally smiling as she goes down the highway. He's mature, responsible, and he's dying to introduce you to all his powers. Every time I've been here, there, and he goes, she's still in his room, studying or reading a book. You might even have the same taste. Yeah, right. I'm sure he's crazy about Jane Austen. He said. I rolled my eyes. How old is he again? I knew, of course, all my mother had talked about for months was him and Will. It was ironic that, for some reason, Nick had never managed to find a hole in his schedule to introduce himself to me. Moving in with a new family before I'd even met all of the members of it, just kind of summed up how crazy they felt like. He's a little older than you, but you're more mature than most girls your age. We get along great. Now she was kissing up to me. Mature? I still wasn't. I still wasn't sure whether that word defined me. And I doubted a guy who was nearly 22 would nearly feel like showing me the city or letting me meet his friends. If I even wanted to, which was a whole different question. But here, my mother and aunt. I look at the tall palm trees in the street between the monumental mansions. Each house took up at least half a block. Some were English or Victorian style. Lots of others were modern with glass walls and huge yards. I started to get scared. As we continued up the road and the house got bigger and bigger. At last, we reached a set of immense large gates. That's immense.
Okay, we may have gone a little BBQ crazy at Summit, but when you stack smoked pulled pork and tangy cherrywood smoked sauce on a cheeseburger, sandwich, and
Immense.
tacos, you'd be crazy not to go crazy.
Look at the tall palm trees and the street between the monumental mansions. Each house took up at least half a block. At least half a block. Some were English or Victorian style. Lots of others were modern with glass walls and huge yards. I started to get scared as we continued up the road and the house got bigger and bigger. At last we reached a set of immense gate, 10 feet high. And when my mother put up a small device out of the back and pressed the button, they started to open. So she put the car back in gear, and we went down the hill surrounded by gardens and tall pines that smelled pleasantly of summer and sea. The house isn't as high up as the others in their development, which means we have the best views of the beach, she remarked with a big smile. I looked cool at her, and it was as if I didn't even know her. Did she not realize what was surrounding us? Couldn't you not see that it was all just too much? I didn't have time to formulate the other questions I had. I had a lot because we reached the house and the only thing I could think to say was, oh my god. I didn't have, it was white with a sand colored roof way up high. It had 3 stories at least, but it was hard to tell without those balconies, windows, and everything else. In front of us was an impressive porch with the lights on. It was after 7, and that gave the place a fairy tale aspect. I'd love to live there. The sun would go down soon, and the sky was filled with colors that marked a sharp contrast to the immaculate appearance of the place. By the way, real quick, I'm reading My Fault. My friend recommended the movie and the book to me, and so far I'm loving it. Let's keep going. My mother turned off her motor after pulling around the fountain and parking in front of the stop that led to the main entrance. My first impression on getting out was that we'd come to the most luxurious hotel in all of California. But it wasn't a hotel, it was a house, a home, perfectly. Or at least that's what my mother wanted me to believe. William Lecter appeared in the doorway. Terstego shut the door behind me. Behind him was the man in penguin suit. Penguin. My mother and her husband were dressed like he had been on the few occasions when I'd agreed to be in the same room with him. Instead of a suit or a name-brand vest, he's wearing white shorts, a light blue polo shirt, and sandals. His dark hair was tousled instead of combed back. I had to admit, I got my mother following him. He was very handsome. He was tall, a good deal taller than my mother, and had maintained himself well. His face was harmonious. Though the signs of age were evident on it. The crow's feet, the lines across his forehead, and a few gray hairs among the black gave him an alluring, mature air. My mother ran over to him like a schoolgirl and hugged him. I took my time walking around to the trunk to get my things. Gloved hands appeared from nowhere, and I leaped back. Oh! I retrieved the things now, with the man in penguin suit said. I can do it on my own, think. I'm just being very uncomfortable.